The past was erased, the erasure was forgotten, the lie became the truth. George Orwell. In 1984, truth is not discovered, it's assigned. Reality is rewritten daily, and no one questions it. Freedom means slavery, war means peace. People accept it all. Why? Because thinking otherwise is a crime. This isn't just a story. It's a warning, and it feels more real than ever. In Orwell's 1984, a single ruling party controls every part of life. It's not just a government. It's a machine built to watch, judge, and punish even your thoughts. Telescreens are everywhere, on walls, in homes, in streets. They watch and listen 24/7. If you think something rebellious, that's a thought crime. Even silence can be dangerous. Thinking is no longer private. In this world, your mind belongs to the state. To prevent rebellion, the party invents newspeak language designed to shrink your thoughts. Words like freedom and truth are deleted. Without words, ideas fade. And without ideas, resistance dies. Control the language, control the mind. Our main character, Winston Smith, is a quiet worker for the party. Outwardly, he follows the rules. But inside, he's crumbling. He knows the truth is being destroyed. And he's tired of pretending. He begins to write a secret diary, his thoughts, his doubts, his quiet rebellion. Just writing in it is enough to get him killed. Then he meets Julia, another rebel. Their secret relationship is dangerous, intimate, and illegal. They believe they're finding freedom, but they're actually walking into a trap. Winston is being watched. Eventually he's caught, not for action, but for thought, for the crime of wanting truth. And the punishment, a war on his mind. The goal isn't confession, it's conversion. The party doesn't just control behavior, it manipulates emotion. Every year, citizens join a ritual called Hate Week. They scream at enemies, real or invented, and chant in love for Big Brother. Even daily, they participate in 2 minutes hate. Where propaganda films rile up rage and adoration, it's loud. It's terrifying, and it works. You don't have to believe. You just have to perform. The party doesn't stop at emotions or behavior, it rewrites history itself. Yesterday's facts vanish. Old newspapers are changed. Records are destroyed. Why? Because if they control the past, they control the present. People start to question their own memories. If the record says 2 + 2 = 5, maybe you're just wrong. This is more than censorship. It's gaslighting on a national scale. And eventually, truth becomes whatever the party says it is. Perhaps the most haunting part of 1984 is not surveillance or propaganda. It's how the party breaks the human spirit. Winston is tortured not to extract secrets, but to destroy his beliefs. To make him love Big Brother, Room 101 is where this happens. It holds your worst fear. For Winston, it's rats. And when faced with it, he begs them to torture someone else. That's when the party wins. They don't just want obedience, they want love. 1984 is not just a warning against any one ideology. It's a warning against power that goes unchecked. Orwell shows us how truth can be shaped, how language can be weaponized, and how fear can erase humanity. In the end, Winston no longer hates Big Brother. He loves him. That's the darkest part. Because when you control the past, the language, and the mind, you don't just control people. You erase who they are. Winston believed he could resist. He thought love and truth were stronger than fear. But in Room 101, he faced his worst nightmare, and it shattered everything. Room 101 is not just a place of torture. It's where the party finds what you fear most. For Winston, it was rats. For others, something else, ... But the result is always the same: submission. This moment is more than defeat. It's transformation, a final surrender of self. It proves the party's power is not just physical, it's psychological. When Winston begs for Julia to be punished instead of him, the party wins. They don't just break his body, they break his love. And with that, resistance dies. After Room 101, Winston is no longer the same. He walks freely, drinks at cafes, and smiles at the telescreens. But the man inside, he's gone. He no longer questions, no longer remembers, no longer loves. He's become what the party wants, not just an obedient citizen, but a loyal one. And then it happens. He sees Big Brother on the screen, and he feels love. The final words of the book say it. He loved Big Brother. This is the cost of perfect control. 1984 doesn't end with a revolution. It ends with surrender. That's the point. Orwell's message is terrifyingly clear. Total control doesn't just silence people, it changes them. When truth is rewritten, when love is broken, when fear replaces thought, humanity disappears. This book isn't just fiction. It's a mirror, a warning. And the question it leaves us with is simple. Will we notice before it's too late? Orwell didn't write 1984 to scare us for fun. He wrote it as a call to awareness. Every part of the book reflects something real. Censorship, surveillance, language control, emotional manipulation. They're not fiction anymore. They're headlines. The question is, how much of our own world already mirrors Orwell's? 1984 may be a novel, but its warnings are very real. We must choose, resist, the lie or live it. When Orwell wrote 1984, he wasn't looking at the far future, he was reflecting on his present. Fascism in Italy, Nazism in Germany, Stalinism in the Soviet Union. He saw what unchecked power could do. He saw how propaganda could turn truth into fiction, how fear could become obedience, and how people could love their oppressors. That's what makes 1984 timeless. It's not about when, it's about how power twists reality, how it wins. Even now, decades after its publication, 1984 continues to influence how we think about privacy, power, and freedom. Phrases like Big Brother, thought crime, and doublethink are part of everyday language. Why? Because Orwell captured something universal, how fragile truth really is, and how quickly fear, repetition, and control can replace reality with fiction. We're not living in 1984, but sometimes it feels like we're close. This is why 1984 still matters. It reminds us that freedom isn't just about laws, it's about truth. To stay free, we must question what we're told, remember what happened, and speak what others won't. Orwell gave us a map. The future is ours to navigate. So the next time someone says 2 2 equals 5, ask them why. Because once you forget the answer, you're already living in their world. If this made you think, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives like this.